Hey everybody, welcome to AJS News. This is the second video for today.
And as you can see, all of us are back. So Alex, where'd you go? You went somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
You went
to Paris.
Wow, that's awesome. And I went to Scotland, so that was the explanation there. But we're all here again now. Please bear with us as we come up to speed, because there's been a lot of stuff released and a lot of stuff upcoming this week. I'd like to catch up with Snow White. I'd like to catch up with Electric State. Okay, maybe bad. A little, and some good stuff, maybe Invincible. On the plane, I was watching Reacher, though I don't think we'll do a review for Reacher, but I am enjoying
season
it.
3?
Yeah, it's in season 3. Yeah, it's better, I think, than season 2.
It is.
And I am campaigning for him to be Batman. I would like for him, Alan Richardson, to be Batman in the DCU. And
but he was already Aquaman. He can't.
And then no,
yeah, he was.
He was.
Yeah.
Oh, he already was Aquaman?
Yeah, but
I thought that he would be
is
Aquaman
now Lobo,
again.
and so it's like, who cares?
Anybody can be anybody.
James Gunn's wife's going to be in it. You know she's going to be in the DCU. And
she's already in the DCU.
Yeah, but she's going to be another character in the DCU.
Oh, God. There's Assassin's Creed Shadows. Joe's been streaming it for us. Apparently having good times, so I'm
best of times. It was worst of times. It was best.
Looking forward to joining him there, and I think Adam Fall releases sometime this week, so we'll look at that as well. So plenty of content coming your way. I will be heading to Adepticon. So if you're going to Adepticon, you love, as you know, hobby stuff and tabletop games. Board games are a passion of mine. I'll always love them and do them. So I'm going to Adepticon again this year. Maybe film a little vlog like I did last year. People enjoyed that one. So, but that's on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'll be back by Monday. News may be a little late. As I land and then just drive over and we film the news next Monday. But that is all the Angry Joe Show news. I have 7 hours of vacation photos, but they were all unfocused. I turned it on halfway into people speaking. I don't know if I can make anything from it. I'm thinking about doing a vlog. If you're interested in all the good restaurants, I explored a lot of Scotland. I was in Glasgow, I was in the Highlands, multiple cities in the Highlands. Then I went to Edinburgh, and enjoyed all of it. Just absolutely fucking beautiful. And, I brought the Texas sun with me. So hopefully, and I lost my bags. Thank you to the German airline.
You didn't lose them.
They lost my bags. So my bags are still vacationing in Scotland. Hopefully, they'll come back.
They don't want to come back.
Because I need some of my clothes. I don't have many clothes. I have a lot of Superman shirts, though. So I'm good on those.
You don't say.
Yeah, good on those.
Over the years, you've been collecting them.
I need more pants, please. I never bought myself too many pants. How many pants do you own? Put it in the comments. How many pants do you own? All right, that's it. And thank you to our sponsors, G Fuel, which right now we're promoting them because there's an awesome code: buy one get one free, and each tub we sell helps us directly. We get a cut of that. It helps fund and power the show. Thank you so much to G Fuel. New flavor, Berry Bomb. I haven't tried it yet, but we'll try it on stream.
The Elden Ring one. Yeah, it's pear. It's delicious.
Okay, guys. Alex, what the hell else has been going? Let me know if you want the Scotland vlog, because it's 7 hours to go through. I got to figure that out. So leave it in the comments as well. Alex, what the hell else has been going on in gaming news?
Let's say that you are a movie maker or you want to make a TV show based on a video game, and someone's like, "Hey, man, what is your experience with video games?"
Yeah.
Would you say nothing or just be like, kind of make light of the situation and be like, oh, B, go, I don't play video games. You'd probably do the first one, right?
The first one. But then again, look at
probably doesn't seem like a good idea if you want a job. But
look at Rings of Power.
I don't put it past the people in charge that they're like, yeah, we don't give a shit either. You know what I mean?
But then you get shit like that though sometimes.
So if the showrunners don't give a shit and the executive above the showrunner picking the showrunner don't give a shit, then you get Rings of Power? Is that what you're saying?
Well, Amazon's brand new series, God of War, which has already been, greenlit and it's being made.
Please don't tell me the showrunner says, I don't play the games.
Yeah.
I won't play the games. I don't give a fuck about the games.
Yeah, the new showrunner says, I'm not a gamer. And he's like, hey, have you tried to play? And he's like, nah, I'm not a gamer. And so you think that's
it's okay. I'm torn. It's okay not to be a gamer, right? And put on all your creative energy into directing and film making. But maybe, but hear me out. Maybe it would be a good idea once you take this project on, or before you take the project on, I just feel like there's more
examples of the
then
opposite,
do your
though,
research.
Because again, Rings of Power and then the fucking Witcher. Henry's like, look, I played the game, read books. This is not the characters. Shut up.
That's if they're paying attention.
Shut up.
But they're not paying attention, Joe.
Yeah, so he was specific. He's like, look, I'm not a big gamer. And they're like, well, have you tried to play the games? And he's like, well, I've tried. I mean, I'm not a gamer. I took a stab at it, but I grew up in the arcade era where you go down and put in your quarters in and bang on the buttons.
He's probably really shitty at the game. But,
so am I.
But I don't know. That doesn't mean that he didn't, I don't know, watch YouTube breakdowns. I'm sure. Hopefully he watched some YouTube breakdowns. At
the minimum, he needs to be like, I sat next to my buddy or my kid or someone, and they played it, and I got to experience it at least secondhand.
Yeah.
The thing is, he said all of the wrong things, especially from Amazon, because we talked about Rings of Power.
Right.
People that do not have any idea, they've got no past work, they have no familiarity with the source material, and they made something that's a giant steaming pile of shit. Now, God of War is pretty easy because it's a narrative adventure, it's kind of laid out for you, but if the guy who's the showrunner is like, hey man, I'm not going to play it.
There needs to be some media training. This is like what's that? Rachel Ziegler moment with Snow White, where she just fucked the marketing of that movie, which we are about to go see in a few hours.
I knew it. I told you guys. This is like,
wonderful. I already bought it.
Go watch it. I'm not going to watch it because I know he said he wanted to.
Look at this. Look at these seats. I thought this was so funny, Joe, that I took a picture of it. There's
oh my God.
How many seats have been taken?
Besides us?
How many seats have been taken?
Besides us, 0.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd say there are 3 seats taken right now.
It's us. That's it.
That's going to be hilarious.
I did see a lot of videos of people going and they're just filming. They're the only ones.
Well, it's making some money. We'll talk about that in the future.
Yeah. So this isn't...
But yeah, she was shitting all over the original or dismissing it. That is not a way to help market. And he's not going that far. He's just saying, I'm not a gamer. I don't play these. So I hope that he has done his research. Maybe he'll do a follow-up interview. Say, I looked through it.
Someone at Amazon is also reading these articles and going, you are a buffoon. Do you not have a fully functioning brain? You could have formed this. And out of all of the things you could have said, you said the worst possible thing other than I don't like God of War.
He is an artiste. Yeah. And he didn't say he didn't like God of War.
I know. Yeah, that's the only thing that could have been worse is him saying he didn't like God of War. Instead, he's like, I'm not even going to play the game. And it's like, cool, that's how we got shitty Halo. That's how we got shitty Rings of Power. That's how we get all of these garbage series.
We might get something like Super Mario Bros. Like the older movie.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't play the game either.
That movie is amazing.
Oh, I know what it is. It's like, do you know what it is?
Yeah. There's mushrooms and stuff. Oh, that movie
Their
is
heads
a classic.
are smaller than their bodies, right?
Goombas, yeah.
Their heads are super tiny.
Watching that again, knowing that both John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins were chugging alcohol the entire time makes it so much more enjoyable. So I highly recommend watching that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
who knows? Might be like that.
Yeah, could be sweet. All right,
still a ways off.
Assassin's Creed Shadows has hit 2 million players. Just came out this week. It turns out,
goddamn,
cool heads have been saying for months the majority of people who play video games are not perpetually online
or
Reddit dwellers that only care about the culture war. Most people don't give a shit, and so they're like, "Oh, it's only it's not going to sell anything." It's not doing the most amazing that we've ever seen recently in video games, but it's on track to be one of the most successful Assassin's Creed games.
It's breaking Assassin's Creed records, which is all they care about.
And so it's doing okay. That being said, they do not have very long to get these sales because, like we've been saying for a while, their fiscal year ends soon. And so they need to make as many sales as they possibly can to make this last year look good because this last year was really bad for them. They had Skull and Bones, which is
the Star Wars one,
and then the Star Wars one, which is a disappointment for them. And so like they were planning on having really, really big stuff, and it didn't happen. So it's doing pretty well, and according to OJ, it is kind of what we expected.
It's not a bad game. I'm having some fun, but then like it is a fucking grind. A lot of the times I'm like scouting to find this person. It's like, oh, we saw him last spotted here. I go there, then I meet somebody. They tell me, oh, we saw him over here. Takes me a fucking hour to meet them. I have a boss fight. I killed him in 5 seconds. I gotta do it again and again and again.
But did you get to build your own
hated
compound?
that about Origins and Odyssey.
I still need some more rocks because I'm trying to build my dojo.
You need rocks?
That's cool. I want to build a dojo.
Yeah, but I thought it was gonna be a little bit better. But it's there. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's doing okay. They're talking about segmenting off a portion of their IP over to Ubisoft, having be Tencent controlled, where it's like, hey, maybe we don't sell you these IPs, but we kind of split the company into, which they already kind of do, because Ubisoft has multiple teams. Like a lot of game development companies, they've got like the A team that work only on their Assassin's Creed stuff, and they've got other teams. So they're talking about potentially segmenting off Assassin's Creed. So these sales... it's higher than the internet expected because everyone was telling me nonstop for months that
it's going to be the worst.
They were going to go broke and
on
all
X.
Other,
That's X. I don't know, I barely use that anymore. Assassin's Creed Shadows has now surpassed the launches of AC Origins and Odyssey. I think the only thing that we thought here was that it was going to be another generic copy paste Ubisoft job, and we didn't have a lot of faith in Ubisoft to really do a lot with it and bring it over the top.
No,
and from what Joe sounds, it sounds pretty standard.
Unless I'm doing it wrong, probably am. I don't think it's a great game. I don't.
Okay.
That's not a great game.
Well, and it's something that's been long, waited, and its time has kind of passed a little bit. You got Ghost of Tsushima, you can Rise of Ronin,
I kind of want to go back and play Ghost.
But it does make me more excited to play because I like samurai. I like ninjas. I would rather play this than Odyssey and Origins, a setting. I asked him to do this setting 10 years ago. The guy smiled at me, so I don't know if that was, what he was working on next, or they were already concepting it. But they said, now we have to get this one out first. Well, now it's finally here, and we'll be playing it on stream.
Like later on in the story.
Tuesday, maybe a little Wednesday.
Yeah, later on in the story, you could choose if you want to be the brute or the assassin. I have more fun with the assassin, so I'm trying to do that one more.
Yeah. Because I hear the brute is just not even Assassin's Creed. You can't even fucking parkour.
You can, but he's like just fucking giant. You can't really parkour, but he's climbing the walls and jumping, but he's like very sluggish.
Right. Yeah. We can burst through walls, though. That's about all. Okay, cool. Well, yeah.
Scopely, the Saudi Arabia...
this news story is like, I don't know why. Shadows is on track to be one of the biggest game releases of the year. Kind of, better than Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, which was hailed as a big hit earlier this year. And that game took 2 weeks to hit 2 million players. Bro, what the fuck?
Warhorse
Assassin's Creed. Yeah. Wait. What is this guy talking about? Assassin's Creed. How many games has there been in an Assassin's Creed
McDonald's
series?
is going to sell more hamburgers than Mighty Fine down the street. Guess which burger you'd rather eat right now?
The way they write this is I guess this guy didn't like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's another thing, too.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, better game.
If you're going to play this game, play it in the Japanese version, because the English version sounds so fucking bad.
So they did this in 3 days, whereas Kingdom Come did it in 2 weeks. Ubisoft is reportedly in talks with Tencent. We know that through Alex, and that deal could possibly go down. We don't know. but they want to make as much money as possible to show people they are still money makers.
In a couple weeks' time, we're going to talk about when they talk to their investors and go, hey, let's discuss how the 2024 year went, and it's gonna be a bloodbath. It's going to be very bad. Yeah. And we'll let you know how much their stock drops because it's probably going to be a shitload.
I've seen a lot of reviewers that say, oh, people are going to be mad at my opinion because I'm not hating on it. We're not going to follow some hate wave on this game.
I have
so-called
20 hours already. It's not bad.
Okay. Because, it's doing 81.7% right now. Mostly positive rating.
Well, it's like some games are terrible. Failguard. And we will tell you that they're terrible. There's some games that are just meh, and this one seems more like
so meh that it's like meh.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so Scopely, the Saudi Arabian company, has acquired Pokemon Go, Niantic, for $3.5 billion. We've been telling you this is probably going to happen. So all of your data, all that real fun data when you're walking around your neighborhood and stuff and all the stuff in your phone, well, they own it now. And so...
Well, you did it for them.
Yeah, they did all that real cool work. So...
But you got your Pokemon?
You got your Pokemons. You spent all those money on balls.
Let me show you them.
And I have some rare Pokemon in my
basement.
Not
my balls.
Y'all guys should come check it out.
You entering your supervillain serial killer arc where you've been doing it so much in video games?
Put lotion on your skin.
Yeah. Yeah. So they bought it. So it's great. We told you it was going to happen, and it did. So it's just kind of
cool.
Apple is some news. The EU has kind of bitch slapped Apple a little bit this week.
Really?
According to them, for too long, Apple has operated a walled garden around its products, and the EU has forced Apple to open its closed system to third parties. We've been telling you about this for a while. Apple is one of the largest companies in the world, one of the largest companies to ever exist in the world, and they have a ton of anti-consumer, anti-other business practices that are just downright unacceptable, which is why I don't support Apple in any way. But they have been doing things like if you want to make something on the iOS, they will make it super difficult for you to use the AirDrop feature, like crazy hard for no reason other than to screw you up. They will do things to make it so you can't accept payments, that you can't do all of these other things because you are not on the in crowd.
Just like, I did this on the plane. I had to use Beats headphones because Beats headphones are the only ones, along with AirPods, that are compatible with AirPlay. And AirPlay is the only way that I can share two audio streams from one device so that me and my girl can watch the same thing on the fucking plane. So you make sure that you're in the ecosystem, and if you don't buy Apple, fuck you, is what they say.
Yeah, and so there's the Digital Markets Act, which was passed.
I guess Beats is owned by Apple now.
Yeah, I think they bought them. And so this was passed in 2022, but this is them saying, look, no, you have to start doing this now. They've already said, you can't have your own proprietary power plug that changes every 6 months to force people to buy plugs. They've been looked at for, it's like, hey, maybe your phone's mysteriously turning shitty every couple years is something that we're going to look really closely at. These are all super anti-consumer things. Whether you like the iOS or not, I don't actually care.
I want to go back to Nokia.
Oh, yeah, those bulletproof phones. Man, have you seen them where they try to squish the phones? And they still squish, but it takes more.
You use it as a weapon, throw it at people's heads if you're being attacked.
And pick it up and call somebody. You can't do it right now.
Yeah. That's the millennial grandma's chancla. They just throw your Nokia at you. Yeah. This is all good things for consumers because, like you mentioned, there's a lot of just stuff that sucks when you're trying to use some of these things, and they're like, no, if you're not specifically within our ecosystem, we're going to make it impossible for you to do. And so this is.
I hate that, and I'm glad that the EU is cracking down on that, and we all only hope in America that stuff leaks on over to us, but it mostly doesn't.
It's super simple.
Everybody's using fucking USB-C. We still have to use the fucking lightning bullshit if you've got Apple shit. That's why I don't like to buy Apple shit. The only Apple shit I've ever had was an iPad. It was given to me.
As long as you have everything Apple, it's super simple. Super simple.
Fuck that.
But then you're paying more for less hardware, and so that's the problem that I have. Is it's like, hey, you're getting a worse computer for the
spending
money.
How much? It's like you can buy a badass PC for that.
Yeah, and the planned obsolescence thing sucks. Well, this thing is they specifically mention AirDrop, so they're gonna give third-party people access to features like AirDrop uninhibited, so they're not gonna make it super difficult. Bluetooth pairing, which is another massive problem. Peer-to-peer connectivity
that's what I need.
and more. And so this is a really good thing. So,
but that's not done. It's being litigated?
Well, no, the act has been passed, and the EU is like, you need to start doing this now.
Okay.
And so,
bitch slap there.
Yeah. So
Must
this
be
is
nice. Not gonna happen over here though.
no. Are you saying that things don't
Not
trickle
quickly
down?
and easily.
No,
I don't know if you
it's
know
not.
this, but in America we are run by corporations and oligarchs. Billionaires are in charge, and who are they going to look out for?
Me, the little guy.
Other billionaires.
Yeah, the only thing that rolls downhill in this country is shit. So, like, congrats, we're at the bottom. Close your mouth, and then it'll be fine. So we'll see. We'll start to see when this stuff starts to happen. We've been talking about payments and stuff, but there's also features that they've been doing to, I mean, ultimately kill these companies, because if you release a product that can't connect, you can't use AirDrop and some of these things, it's like you're limiting the companies. So. All right, the last thing I've got is really good news. I want to end on a positive note.
Whoa.
We all really liked Space Marine 2.
Yeah.
It was really nice to see that Saber was able to acquire some money to buy themselves out from under the corporate umbrella that they didn't want to be in there. And so Space Marine 2 came out, and it was a wonderful game. It was one of the bright spots of last year, and they are officially working on Space Marine 3 now. So it's officially in development.
Okay, that makes me very happy. Warhammer. Hopefully we'll see more Warhammer factions. They can't just do Tyranids again, okay? Well, they did Tyranid / Chaos.
Slaanesh.
Yeah, they could do Slaanesh next. That would. Well, no, actually, you can't do that, because you got the titties, you got the floppy titties, and you got the dicks. You got the crab hands, and then you
Some
got
people like
the
crab hands.
nipples and the buttholes.
That sounds like. Are you trying to make me buy it? Because you're doing a great job.
Yeah,
you son of a bitch,
I'm just saying the ESRB would probably have a conniption fit if they did Slaanesh, so they're probably not going to do that one. Which, by the way, there is a brand new Slaanesh army, the Emperor's Children, in the tabletop 40K. Check out our channel. I did a battle report for it with new lore. But yeah, no.
They teased at Necrons in the last game.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's possible that could be a tease.
I think Necron's probably next.
That'd be
I would
sweet.
like an asymmetrical multiplayer next time. That would be really cool for Space Marine 3. Like the olden days of Aliens vs. Predator. So you can bring Tyranids back, but have them in multiplayer.
Or the olden days of Aliens Online.
Yeah, me and Alex. That's Game Storm.
AOL Games or Game Storm.
I was like, have you ever had... I used to ask people this question all the time, and before he came onto the show, I was like, have you ever played Game Storm? I was like, what the fuck is that?
Man.
Nobody... I never got a yes to it until I met Alex, and I'm like, oh,
there were so many
Brothers,
good games.
Game Storm.
Air Warrior was incredible. Godzilla
Online.
That was really cool.
Matthew Broderick version of Godzilla. And there was this amazing Starship Troopers, I think it's called Starship Troopers Ascendancy, where you would ferry troops back and forth between the planets and have fleet battles with the Arachnids. Really cool.
A Mage Storm was a first-person shooter. Like, you played it like old wizards and like clerics and stuff. That was sweet.
And
the Legends of Kesme, which was one of the first graphic, like it was a MUD that they put 2D graphics on top. I still love Legends.
And
of
this
Kesme,
was basically like a kind of like a Netflix before Netflix. It was
$8.99 a month.
It was like your monthly charge. People, what? You pay $8.99 a month to get access to all these different games?
We were paying $20 a month for MSN Internet. Oh.
Yeah,
that's the only reason I actually. So there was a Fry's promotion where if you signed up for MSN Internet for 2 years, they gave you $400 towards the purchase of a PC, and they were selling PCs for like $425.
This is the days of ICQ and GameSpy chat and things like that.
If you know what we're talking about,
You're
this
old.
is just a reminder. Get your prostate checked.
You woke up with back pain.
So.
That was a fun tangent, but I have more stories. We're not done, goddammit. What was I going to do the stories on?
CD Projekt.
Yes. So, actually, this was on the plane, and I took a screenshot of it because my feed, obviously, is filled with Cyberpunk stuff. And I was like, whoa, new Cyberpunk game. It's called Cyberpunk Turf Wars, officially announced. Of course, I couldn't get good internet, so I couldn't load the thing, so I got excited, and then I landed, And then I got disappointed because it was a arcade, and I think I got it pulled up here.
Yeah, it's a cabinet.
It's an arcade cabinet, and I was like, "Hey, I love arcade cabinets. You know that's okay." But when you look at it, and Joe will put the video up here, I don't know, man. I'm a little.
It's not CD Projekt. It's a third party.
Okay, it's not CD Projekt Red, so don't think it's gonna be some fucking awesome thing. But apparently, it's a massive booth, you know, with
it's one
light
of those ones
gun
that's like
game.
$5 to play.
Yeah, that combines video visuals with physical targets. See, that's because I was looking at the screen, I'm like, that's boring. He's just shooting circles, you know. But I guess it's the kinetic feeling of seeing.
Like they call them 7D. It's like a 7D experience. It's like you don't know that's not accurate. Arcade place.
Yeah. Well, I thought it's hardly worth mentioning, but I got excited. It tricked me. So now you are tricked as well. Turf Wars.
It could be cool because I like some of the arcade. Like we still like going to some of the arcade places, but
5 square meter footprint, the height of almost 9 feet, total weight of 1,500 pounds.
Oh, I don't play arcade cabinets that are at least 2,000 pounds.
I know, right?
Like, who the fuck mentions that? What a weird thing.
He said they're just this article is really trying to sell this thing for this cabinet. Make sure you tell people our cabinet's real heavy. What?
Who cares?
Who fucking cares?
Why?
He goes, this is no dinky little pinball machine. Fuck you.
I like pinball machines.
Pinball's probably better than this shit. What the fuck?
My back can't take it. I can't lug it around.
Yeah.
And then they throw a dig at, unlike the new Portal game that will set you back a cool $12,500. What is that? A new Portal game with Gladios original voice actors on the way, but the catch is that it's a pinball machine that costs $12,500. I see.
No.
Yeah.
There's an Addams Family one, the
Addams
Twilight
Family's so
Zone,
fucking good.
like-
Medieval Madness is my favorite.
They don't
I like
have it
Medieval
anymore.
Madness, yeah.
Addams Family, Joe.
Yeah, it sucks.
All right. What?
It's not there anymore. Pinballs.
Wait, which
they
pinballs?
took
The
it
good
away.
pinballs or the weird one?
The one Lake Creek.
Oh, okay.
There's no price attached to Turf Wars as the release date hasn't been confirmed, but suffice to say this isn't going to fit in most houses, let alone individual collections. Regardless, Powell Sasko, director on the upcoming Cyberpunk 2077 sequel, has offered up his seal of approval, saying that he had an awesome time supporting the team at LAI Games and encouraging players to head to their local
He had
arcade
an awesome time
spots.
supporting them. He didn't have an awesome time playing the game.
Yes, I was thinking that too. It's like he didn't say anything about the game. Good job,
funny.
guys. On what?
I enjoyed
Good
supporting
job
y'all.
on work.
Yeah.
What about the game? All right, see you guys later.
Bye.
That's certainly Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Game
Of all the
title.
games I played today, this is certainly one of them. Oh, thanks.
We don't play it. We haven't played it yet, but I don't know. Not excited about it. Anyways, I'm gonna throw one more in, Joe. Ultra realistic life sim just for you. Inzoi? Is that how you saying Inzoi?
Inzoi
has
or
officially
Inzoi?
pushed Hollow Knight, Silk Song, and Deadlock out of the way on Steam to become Steam's most hotly
Silk Song's not real.
anticipated game. It's number 4 right now, and this is good news because it's an ultra-realistic take on The Sims. Joe has loved The Sims for a long time.
I'm thinking about playing it. It looked pretty good. I saw Bikeman playing it.
I don't know. Some people are like, I don't like this one as much as Sims, but to me, before playing it, hopefully it is awesome. Hopefully I like it too, but I like it just on the fact that it is giving competition to The Sims. It's so rare for somebody to make a game like this to go up against The Sims. I think Paradox was working on one, but they canceled it. So I'm happy that that they're going to get competition because monopolies are always bad for everyone. That's
I'm curious
what's
to see
happening in
how
sports.
the creative character is because I love going crazy.
It's really good, Joe. I've seen people make like fucking
You ain't seen a
celebrities.
monster hunter like me.
It's true.
But I don't want to make a jacked up character. Like
You
it's
jacked
just-
up piece of
every fucking
jack.
streamer does it. I want
No,
to
they
make
don't.
me look like me, but I can never
Every
do it.
streamer
There's
does that.
talented
Oh, this
people.
is me.
If you can do it and share a code with us, make other Joe make me, and we'll play with that.
Nah, I
Give
don't
it
want you to
credit.
make me.
OJ's Monster Hunter character is perfect.
Make Joe.
It is.
And it was the
With
highlight.
the voice,
Better
too.
not.
I
Are you gonna play this game and make a jacked up character?
Yeah.
No,
Huge.
you're gonna make you
Oh, bigger. bigger.
What are you, Vin Diesel now?
Bigger.
My muscle's bigger. All right, well, that's I think its release is on March 28th, so that's on its way. We'll probably give it a stream, at least. All right.
That's Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I will be gone Friday because I'll be on a plane.
Well, then we will play it, and OJ will make his true inner self.
There you go. Perfect. Guys, cover that. I'll play it, play a little on Monday when I return. Okay, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. Thank you to our sponsor, G Fuel, for continuing to power the Angry Joe Show.
It's time to
Buy
resupply.
one, get one free. It's sugar-free. I say that only because I don't drink sugar-free crap because I always hate the taste. It always tastes weird. This is the only thing that's sugar-free that does not taste weird. And it tastes like there's sugar in it, and I want sugar.
Really good.
Anyways, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.